Hello, good morning, and welcome to the MIC newsletter. How are you, Julian?
I'm doing fine. It's a Saturday morning, as you can see, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day in Jamaica.
I am so happy to have you with us because I'm really excited to talk about Caribbean bridges. I've been hearing a lot about it. But in your words, can you tell us what exactly it is and what was your motivation behind it?
But the motivation was quite clear. I had done a Facebook Live or two, just talking generally about things in the Caribbean with my friends. And everybody kept saying, well, when are you going to do the next one? When are you going to do the next one? So I knew that I would be in a kind of a trap if I committed to doing the show on a regular basis. And I came up with the idea that, hey, because I've been doing these Caribbean shows, like Caribbean Economic Forum and hosting other events, etc., I needed something that would be all encompassing. Also, in line with my ever continuing quest to kind of build bridges around the Caribbean, French, Spanish, Dutch, English, even English to English kind of thing. So that's where the name Caribbean Bridges came up. It also related to the fact that we can't fly anymore, Liat's down, BV down, whatever the case may be. So I said, well, we can make this electronic bridge. And that was really the birth of the name. What has evolved is that I realized that I didn't have to do all the shows myself, which is beautiful. So I started tapping into other people, other media people, or even people who are not even in the media. If they could host a show, it's a Saturday, it's an hour, but the conversations that other people would have with other people would be far different from me, because people would see me, oh, Julian Rogers is the journalist kind of thing. So I've had like Dr. Justin Ram, who used to be Caribbean Development Bank. He's now in FinTech and so on. He hosted a show. I got Barry Wilkinson, who is a preeminent sports commentator, strong on cricket, strong in many, many sports. So he's going to host a show. And I've been tapping and encouraging some of the people I've spoken to, hey, you could do a show too. So I got a number of people lined up. So I'm really very happy about that. Now it is on Facebook and it's on YouTube. And now people are saying, well, we need to see this, the security guard needs to see this show that you did on COVID, and it should be on local television. And so one television station picked it up already, CBC Barbados, and they're doing it, putting it into a regular schedule. I suspect because I had the CARICOM ambassador on and a couple other people, and they realized, okay, I'm Bajan, so why not put on a Bajan guy out of Kingston, Jamaica? So that's basically it. And it is bound to spawn other things. I mean, somebody even suggested, boy, this could become a network and blah, blah, blah. But anyhow, that's my simple.
Yeah.
Leave it right there. Yeah.
And what has been the response to the shows that you have done?
The response has been growing, quite honestly. I've got an excellent producer in a chap called Anderson Birch. He's very well-known DJ in Barbados, but he's a whiz kid. He can do websites, he can do all the social media things, etc. And so that has really relieved me of that responsibility. I mean, he checks with all the guests, he runs all the tests, etc. And what I like about him is that he is a perfectionist. I thought I was bad, but he is worse than I am. So that we formed a nice little bond, and we can do the show literally from anywhere. So we've proven, of course, that the technology is really on our side.
That's amazing. Congratulations on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
I also wanted to ask, as you said, you are Julian Rogers, the journalist. You're so well known in our industry and in our region. I'm just curious, at this point in your career, what would be your wish for the Caribbean media industry?
Oh boy, everybody keeps asking me that, and that wish is the wish of everybody who's in communications in the entire Caribbean. And I was thinking only yesterday morning that, and I think it was triggered by somebody who I was talking to one of my buddies, Mark Bowers, who is in the United States. He used to share morning duties with me in Antigua when I ran my Rogers Radio Caribbean. And I was talking to him about Caribbean bridges and would he do a show and that. And then they launched and says, Rogers, we have the right ideas for the region, but if somebody would just come along and give us the money, we would connect this region in a heartbeat. And he's right. The real challenge here is no longer technology. It is really, will we make money to sustain it? Who will back it up, etc. And the government's a cash trap, so don't even go in there. And then you look at the regional businesses. We used to have like a top 12 group of regional businesses who would support, the media ventures and so on across the region. We don't have that 12 anymore, and that is a real problem. And we'll find ourselves, begging and hoping to encourage somebody who may be an international player to come in and help us do this. But the problem with that, as I know, is that these kinds of support from outside the region have come before, and we have not set up a mechanism of self-financing subsequently. So we end up begging and begging again, will you stay with us, that kind of thing. So I've seen it collapse in a number of areas. So that kind of makes me worried. But, I'm the optimist. So I remember that there was a time when we didn't think we could connect the region and that it would take oodles of money to do exactly what we're doing right here, these kinds of conversations, for instance. That is now possible. So we may have to look at a different financing model that really makes it far more affordable for everybody to get involved and support. Because the pandemic has proven to us that we really need to know what is happening in each other's countries. We need to be coordinated in our approach to it, so that one country doesn't go down one road and another country goes down another road, and we end up fighting against each other in terms of approaches and protocols and whatever else, which is already happening, which is a sad development, for us. So we really have to find ways in which to make this kind of thing work. But that's the way it is. And I say I'm the optimist. I'm hoping that somewhere along the way we'll find a way to do it. But I think the Caribbean Bridges is one such step. And there are other people doing similar projects that I hope. I was thinking, that might very well be what the network is. And the fact is that people can listen and watch the shows at their own time. So not everything has to be live, kind of thing.
Those are some really amazing insights into the industry as well, especially speaking about the financial model. And hopefully with everyone who is tuning into the newsletter, we can all come up with solutions together. And as you said, continue to carry on these discussions more and more for a better Caribbean region. I want to.
That's very important. We really need to come together. I think we can do it with a little bit of help, from our friends. We can very well do it.
Yeah. I want to thank you so much for being on the MIC newsletter today, and we look forward so much to seeing the success of Caribbean Bridges. Thank
you very much, Aurora, and to the team, all the very best.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.